What's up? So I got a question recently that was asking me about giving. Um, those of you that know me know that I'm a big giver, and I don't give because of any other reason except for myself. And I know that that sounds selfish, but I'll explain. Um, I don't care what you do with the money that I give you. I don't care what you do with the things that I give you. I don't care if you're sitting on a corner and you look like you're going to spend it on drugs or alcohol, or whether you look like somebody who doesn't need it. My giving has nothing to do with the character of the other person. It always has to do with mine. And so I believe, personally, this is how I believe. And if it works for you, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's totally okay too. There are three different pools that you can receive from in this world, is what I believe. Okay. The first one consists of the understanding of you gave the best you could. And there is nothing wrong with that. You take the money that you have, you split it up however you can, and you give the best you can. Whether it be tithing, whether it be helping a school, whether it be charity, whether it be homeless, you give the best that you can. Okay? But understand that when you give the best that you can, you only receive from that pool of all those that gave the best they can. So logically, that's going to be a smaller pool to receive from. Okay. And because I believe in energy, I believe that the push that you give to give the best you can will push that water so it cycles around slowly, but it will come back around for you. Because I believe that when you give, it comes back around. I think that it was Reverend Shemaine Fort who talked about how the reason that it's called currency is because it's current and sea, as in water, as in flows back around to you. Okay. All you have to do is get into the water, give a little bit, and it'll come back around. All right. The next pool, though, that you can receive from in your life is the pool of giving beyond your comfort level. And everyone knows this feeling, that feeling when you reach in your pocket and you're like, I got a 20 or I got a 5, or I got a 5 and I got a 1. And you always give usually the lower amount. But those that give above their comfort level, those that say, okay, I've got that 20, I'm not comfortable with it, but I'm giving it. Those that break through that illusion and give beyond their comfort level end up receiving from all those that now put into the pond of beyond your comfort level. This is a higher number. It has to be. Just by logic, just by science, and just by math, it has to be a higher number that you receive from. All right. And so the third one. The third one is the one where you give constantly, all the time. Everywhere that you go, you give money, you give the shirt off your back, you give help, you give anything that you can give without bias. Okay, because there's a huge difference. Giving somebody advice means that you are tied to the outcome. Giving someone knowledge means that you are not and you can just walk away. Giving someone money means that you just give it and walk away. But if you got into a state of constantly giving, you best believe you will get into a state of constantly receiving. It takes faith. It takes a step beyond the comfort level into the constant giving. But if you're at that place, then I believe that everything that you need comes to you. And I'm not talking about becoming millionaires and billionaires or any of that kind of stuff, because I think the reality is most of us couldn't even handle that level. We crash and burn every single time because we're not even equipped to be at that level. But nonetheless, when you want things to come into your life, if you want that house, if you want that car, if you want these things, it has nothing to do with the outside world. It always has to do with you. And so, where are you receiving from? That's the only question you have to ask yourself. What pond do you want to get into and receive from? You can get into the one where you gave the best you could and you'll receive. You will. You can get into the one where you will give beyond your comfort level and it'll be awesome. You will see riches and you will see wealth and you will see abundance in ways that you've never seen before. Or you can give in a constant state. You can be in the water 24/7. You can be in the flow 24/7 and you will receive exactly as you give. And those of you that know me know I'm big on those 3, 6s, and 9s according to Tesla. I think the first pool moves around at an energy of 3 times. I think the second pool moves around in an energy of 6 times. You put in more effort, you get more back. And I think the third one comes around as 9s, and you know me and my 9s. And so it's just coming around and coming around and coming around. It is the torrential flow that just keeps going, but when it has to do with wealth. All right? It doesn't matter what they spend it on. It doesn't matter what you think or what bias or what judgment or what thought you have about the other person. Giving is never about their character. It's always about yours. Keep your 9 vibes alive.